The idea of eating only one meal a day scares a lot of people. And today I'm going over my feeding logistic while on OMAD, one meal a day, and still support my active lifestyle. This is how I set up the shot. A camera straight where I was sitting, and then another one angled that way. The main angle camera was Fujifilm X-T3 that was released back in September of 2018, so it is 8 years old. The lens that we used was the prime 23mm, so that is a 35mm equivalent, and it has a maximum aperture of 2.0. The microphone was Deity VMic D3 Pro. I like this microphone a lot because you can mount it vertically as well as on camera like this. The camera was mounted on SmallRig AD100. This is a carbon fiber tripod. For content creation like this, it's overkill, but I use it for different purposes as well. The second angle, the side angle, was filmed using Fujifilm X-H1. This was released back in March of 2018, so it is also 8 years old. The lens that was used was a zoom lens, 18 to 55mm. So that's a 35mm equivalent of 27mm to 84mm with a 1.5 crop factor. The tripod it was sitting on was K&F Concept KF28. I like this tripod a lot because of the slim form factor, and I can narrow it or widen it depending on how much room I have available. And I use this often for my kids' event as well as content creation. These were the two cameras I used for that episode. They are 8 years old, but at one point they were the flagship for Fujifilm. And I have two different models, X-H1 and X-T3. The reason behind it is I enjoy different technologies, different camera gears, especially older cameras. And the latest camera provide a lot of tech that do most of the work for you. But the old one is much, much more fun because I get to play with it and tinker with it and have full control over it. And the only thing I recommend you to do if you want to create content creation and have multi-camera, buy the same make and model so you don't have to make minor adjustment to match the color between different sensors. If you're thinking about creating content, you don't need the latest and greatest camera, spending over $2,000 on just a camera body alone. You can buy used flagship cameras that are over a decade old and still do exactly what you need and more. The same can be said with tripod. You don't need carbon fiber legs unless weight is an issue for you, but you just have to make sure that the tripods are reliable because you don't want your expensive investment to fall apart because it can't hold your camera in place. And the last point I want to make is even though I am in the middle of renovating my lawn, it can still be a good spot for content creation. You just have to know where to place the camera and the angles that you want.